see her go because I love the fact that she's tearing apart the fabric of that party over there. The Democrat establishment, Nancy Pelosi, Chucky Schumer, the moderate Dems, the people who they want to keep the grift on a lowdown, they're at war with the straight-up communists, and this chick is the spear point of communism, but it looks like she's about to lose this war, my friends. Take a look at this. We're over at the Daily Wire. New York could lose a seat in Congress next year. Ocasio Cortez's district likely targeted for change. That's right, so many people have left New York over the last year that the state is in danger of losing a seat in Congress ahead of the 2022 elections, and Representative Alexandra Ocasio Cortez, horse-toothed jackass of New York, seat is reportedly the one New York legislators are looking to drop. Business Insider reports that New York leads the nation in population exodus. Between July 2019 and July 2020, quote, 126,000 people moved out of New York State, and New York now leads the nation in population loss. Now, because 2020 was a census year, states who had major population losses and gains will begin the process of, quote, apportionment in 2021, reconfiguring congressional districts to better align with population shifts. New York lost so many residents since 2010 that it is likely to lose a seat in Congress. And you probably guessed it, but the seat that's going to be yeeted looks like it's going to be Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez's seat. And I think that this is fantastic. Finally, these lefties are facing a little bit of retribution for what they're doing to these places. You got California, you got New York. They're being run by these communist Nazi lefties like Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, de Blasio, and Cuomo. And now they're going to face a little bit of the ramifications of their piss-poor ability to not run a place. I mean, holy hell. Finally, there's a little bit of real-world consequences to applying communism to these places. People are fleeing, and now you're going to lose some seats. Now, it's not happenstance that this seat is being lost. No, this is being targeted. See, New York, what they did was in 2014, they approved a constitutional amendment, and they put together a new redistricting commission. Now, this commission is supposed to be bipartisan, and they're not supposed to have any fee-fees when it comes to this, but come on, that's not how any of this works. No, these people on this commission are specifically put in place by people like Nancy Pelosi and Chucky Schumer, these neocons, these democons, these establishment Democrat scumbags, and they're sitting there going, pull the trigger on that bitch! Get rid of this Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez! Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez is a thorn in the side of Nancy Pelosi and these establishment Dems who've been robbing us forever. They know that she's a weapon. They know that she's a time bomb. They know that she's a Manchurian communist candidate put in there by globalists to spike their power, and so they're getting rid of her. A few weeks ago, Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez was running around telling everybody, you know, I'm going to be on this committee. I want to be on the Energy Committee in the House of Representatives. I want to have some power over here because I'm the new face. I'm the new face of the Democrat Party. And she thought she was going to get the seat. And her own Democrats, 70% of the Democrats, in a silent vote, by the way, like, oh, hell no, bitch. Oh, no. We're going to give it to some other person. Anybody but you. And even though it was supposed to be a silent vote, a bunch of Democrats did come out and they said, no. I didn't vote for you because you're a bitch. I didn't vote for you because you primaried other Democrats. So, no, it's not a coincidence that Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez's seat is going to go up in flames if more people leave New York State. No, this was done on purpose. This was a plan. These people are like, well, if a seat's got to go, it's going to be hers. So try to wrap your heads around this. The mainstream media press has been blowing smoke up her ass about this chick forever. She's the new face of the Democrat Party. She gets 100% positive press. No matter what this chick does. If she detonates 25,000 jobs in her district, don't question her. No, she's a super genius over here. If she's afraid of her garbage disposal, no, you're not allowed to make fun of her. Do they even have a person making fun of this chick on Saturday Night Live or The Daily Show? Probably not, because this chick is 100% protected. But now she's going to get her seat thrown out. I gotta imagine there's a shit ton of other Democrats in New York House members that you've never even heard of, but they ain't gonna get their seats thrown out. No. This chick's going to get her seat thrown out, and it goes to show you that there's a war going on behind the scenes. The Democrats know that they're at war with themselves. They know that their side of the party is being torn apart by members within their own party. And now you can see it breaking out to the forefront as Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez is going to have to do some real skilled politicking and salvage her seat. But it looks like she's on the losing end because Nancy Pelosi and Chucky Schumer, they old, they befuddled, but boy, they got some power, boys. I guess being in Congress for 180 years will get you this type of pull, and they detonate in this chick. But there you have it, my friends. Alexandra Ocasio Cortez, her seat dangling precariously over the jaws of oblivion. Will it go? Will it not go? Let's hope it does. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching the video. Support the channel. If you want to be kept up to date on Alexandra Ocasio Cortez, hit that subscribe button and make way, because the salt must flow.